Hi everyone, and welcome to the bench. You know, the nice thing about a gray pattern is you can always modify it and make it even better. What we've done today is we've taken a traditional Royal Coachman pattern, added a white wing and some white rubber legs, and we call it Cutthroat Candy. Fantastic fly for cutthroat trout. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie this fly. For the hook, we're going to use a TMC 2302 size 12. We'll use some 8/0 black thread to tie with, some golden pheasant crest for the tail, some peacock herl with red thread for the body. For the legs, we'll use some white rubber leg material. We'll use some white calf tail for the wing and a brown hackle for the hackle. We're going to start off with the tail, and I've taken a clump of my golden pheasant crest and we're just going to tie it in for the tail. And I like to extend it back about an inch. Now the first step to tying the body, we're going to take a little bit of peacock herl and just tie it in and form our first little clump. We're just going to wrap it forward so we get a nice little butt built up of our peacock herl. At this stage, a lot of people like to tie in some red floss. Well, I actually like to use some red threads. So what I'm going to do is just whip finish off my black thread and snip it off and tie in some red thread and form a real nice midsection of thread. Build it up quite nice so you get a real nice bright little red section right in between. What I've done is actually whip finished off my red thread, and now I've tied my black thread back on. I'm going to take 2 more strands of my peacock herl and tie it in, and again form a nice few wraps here and build up that peacock herl. Form another segment. I've taken a clump of my white calf tail and I'm going to extend it back so it's just matching the wing, so it's as long as the tail. We're going to hold it there and tie it in for the wing. I've taken a brown hackle. I like the brown hackle. It really seems to work nice to make the legs. We're just going to wrap it in right now. I've taken some white rubber leg material now, and we're going to just wrap it in, tie in a set on one side, and then go to the other side and tie in another set of rubber legs. We're going to take a good set of hackle pliers and hook them on our hackle. Now what we'll do is pull those rubber legs back and take a few hackle turns around behind those legs we put in. Let them go back. Now take a few wraps in between where we'd actually tied them in, and then we'll pull them forward and take a few wraps on the head of the fly to form some hackle at the front of the fly. For the final step in the fly, we're going to trim our legs down. What I like to do is just pull the back legs about the length of the wing back in the fly and snip them off, and the front ones I like to be just about a ½ inch past the eyelet. Well, there it is, the finished cutthroat candy. And hey, the name says it all. Whenever you're fishing for cutthroat trout, put this fly on.